Did you know only 41% of Americans have a budget and more than 60% have less than $1,000 in savings? What's holding you back from financial success? In this video, we're diving into the 7 deadly financial blunders, these common mistakes that can derail your financial goals and hinder your path to wealth. Let's see how to avoid them. Welcome back to Simply Money. Today, we're talking about financial planning isn't just about making money. It's about making wise decisions that help you reach your goals. Unfortunately, many people make avoidable mistakes, such as living paycheck to paycheck, ignoring debt, or neglecting retirement savings. Let's break down the 7 deadly financial blunders and how they impact your financial health. Blunder number one: living without a budget. Those of you that are subscribers that listen to this channel a lot, I apologize, but you know me, we're going to hit this one and we're going to hit it hard. What happens? Without a budget, money leaks away without purpose, leading to overspending on non-essential items. The real world impact is over 50% of Americans don't track their expenses, resulting in $1,500 or more of unnecessary spending per year. That's just simply tracking unnecessary spending. You could put $1,500 extra dollars into investing or paying down your debt. That's just one small thing it does. The solution is simple. Start with a 50-30-20 rule where 50% of your money goes to needs, 30% goes to your wants, and 20% goes into savings. I'm going to pause there because number 2 blunder is ignoring debt. If you haven't paid down your debt, skip the 50-30-20 rule. You need to skip your wants and get that debt paid down. At minimum, reduce your wants down to 15%, 10%, and put the rest toward that debt. You may not go with the Dave Ramsey rice and beans, but you need to make some sacrifices now to get out of debt so you can live your life in the future in a way that you will not be able to if you continue in the debt cycle. So, deadly blunder number 2 is ignoring debt. This is what happens. Not paying down high interest debt quickly can create a snowball effect, leaving you buried in interest payments for years. The average American has $90,000 in debt across credit cards, student loans, and car loans. And the solution is simple: pay off high interest debts first, the avalanche method, or the lowest debt amount first, the snowball method. But make a plan, get laser focused, and begin to pay down your debt. That is the deadly blunder number 2, is ignoring debt and allowing it to control your life. Underestimating emergency savings is blunder number 3. See, what happens is without a safety net, unexpected expenses, car repairs, medical bills, home improvement things that break down, whatever the case might be, can put you in a financial hole. Only 40% of Americans could cover a $1,000 emergency expense without borrowing or selling assets. This is where some people get confused when I say 60% of people don't have $1,000 in savings. It's not counting retirement or investments because you don't want to have to sell those in an emergency. Those are there to build and compound. But before they do that, you need to have an emergency fund set aside so you don't have to borrow or sell assets in order to pay car repairs or medical bills. Having an emergency fund is essential. The solution is to aim to build an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses and put that in a high yield savings account so it can grow. Just put it aside. Don't think about it. It's not there for your fun. It's there for an emergency. That's blunder number 3. Deadly blunder number 4 is not investing. Without investing, your money loses value over time due to inflation. If you invested $100 a month in the S&P 500 index fund, it could grow to over $200,000 in 30 years. You have to invest. Just saving, you're losing buying power and purchasing power by inflation. Start investing early and consistently, even if it's a small amount. Things like tax advantage accounts like Roth IRAs and 401ks, so the money is growing tax-free and it's compounding that much faster. That's deadly blunder number 4 is not investing. Deadly blunder number 5 is failing to plan for retirement. Without retirement planning, people may rely too heavily on Social Security or work longer than they want to. The average American retirement savings is just $65,000, far below what is needed for a comfortable retirement. So start saving for retirement early and maximize employer 401k matches. Use tools like Financial Independence Retire Early for guidance. Get the mindset that you are going to be the sole person supporting your financial retirement and don't rely solely on Social Security. That's deadly blunder number 5. Impulse spending. Deadly blunder number 6. What happens is spontaneous purchases eat away at our savings, leaving you less money to invest or pay down debt. 70% of people say they make impulse purchases, leading to significant budget strain. If you want something, put a bucket list, put the money aside, and save up until you can go pay for it. That is delayed gratification, but it provides you less stress and more financial freedom to do things in the future. You have to have a plan. Implement a cool off period before making non essential purchases. This gives you time to reflect on whether you really need it and if you're going to make that sacrifice. Maybe you say, I'm not going to make any decisions for 3 days. Give yourself 3 days to cool down, to think through it, to process it, to look at your finances. Look at the impact long term it will have. Those are things you should make a habit of doing before making any purchases, particularly large items. Deadly blunder number 7 is ignoring financial education. I think you're ahead of this one because you're watching this video and you're probably looking at other videos as well. But without financial knowledge, it's easy to make poor investment choices or fall for scams. Only 34% of Americans can answer basic financial questions correctly. If you think you're one of those, check out the video I did here on a financial IQ test, where I just asked some simple questions, some multiple choice questions for you to be able to answer and score and see how you do. It's just good to know, where do you stand on your financial knowledge and how much do you need to learn, and give yourself that opportunity. Read personal finance books. There's a whole list of some of my favorites down in the description below. Feel free to check those out. Watch videos like this one and others on the channel, and there's other great channels out there. But be careful. There's people who are doing these videos who are teaching some really bad financial advice. And talk to experts. I'm not big on financial advisors, but if you're unaware of things, you should get somebody who's a fiduciary, who's a fee-only financial advisor. Talk to people and get information. Talk to friends who maybe are more financially aware than you are. Talk to family that have better financial education than you. There's no shame in learning and asking questions, but continually educate yourself about budgeting, investing, and financial planning. The most overlooked blunder: failing to invest. Many people get stuck in the saving mindset, but fail to leverage the power of compounding through smart investments. This could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential wealth over a lifetime. But here's the 7 deadly financial blunders. Each one is a potential roadblock to your wealth. So you need to avoid these mistakes and take control of your financial future today. What financial planning mistakes have you made? What's your biggest blunder? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the bell so you're notified of future videos. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time on Simply Money.